I'm Sue, and welcome back to The Art of Flavor. We've got a special Mother's Day episode lined up just for you. And these 3 simple recipes will add a little flavor to her day. Let's get started. For the first recipe, we're making strawberry chia jam. We've got 2 cups of chopped strawberries. I'm gonna finish that off. I like to use a paring knife for a small job because it's a small job, small tool, but you can use any knife you have. So I've got, I think, 2 cups of chopped strawberries, and into a medium saucepan or medium heat, I'm gonna add maple syrup. And this is a great alternative if you're trying to cut down on refined sugars or just watching your sugar intake. I'm gonna let that come to a low boil, and you're gonna cook that for about 5 minutes, stirring until it's softened. You'll see a lot of juices coming out, and that's where you want it, and you're gonna just kind of smush them around with your wooden spoon. I'm gonna get my special tool, potato masher. All the juices are gonna run out, which is what you want because we want to quicken the cooking process. Let that cook. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoonfuls of chia seeds, the very fancy teaspoon. Stir that in. Chia seeds are going to absorb the liquid and it's going to swell, and it's going to naturally thicken that way. I'm gonna add a little lemon juice, just cut from the outside here. You wanna cut a cheek. So this is a cheek, and as you see, you don't get any seeds. No seeds in your jam or your food or your dressings. Squeeze about 2 teaspoonfuls in there, and that's gonna bring out a little tartness, and let that cook down. And I see my chia seeds are thickening. You wanna cook it out for about 6 to 8 minutes to thicken. I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm gonna add my strawberry flavoring. It's gonna bring out the natural strawberry flavor. We have strawberries available all year round, but we don't have the perfectly sun-ripe strawberry flavor. And then I'm gonna add triple sec. Strawberry and orange, it's a natural flavor combination. They work so well together. The nuance of the orange triple sec, it doesn't have a liqueur flavor at the end. It's slightly complex, but not overcomplicated. I don't know why I did that. I just went like that. That's done. And then you want to take it off the heat and transfer it to a bowl. You can let that cool over another bowl of ice water. Don't transfer this into your refrigerator right away. It's too hot. It's not good for your refrigerator. It's not food safe. So this is your beautiful strawberry chia jam. It takes about 10 to 13 minutes to make. It's already thickened, and when it sits and cools, it'll thicken even more. I said I just need 1 more teaspoon of maple syrup. I'm gonna stir that in. I had my beautiful flavors. Okay. I'm gonna give it another taste. Okay. They're so good. This will keep for at least 2 weeks in the refrigerator, and it's great with yogurt and granola on ice cream. I would even serve it in a milkshake, honestly. Really, it's a perfect Mother's Day recipe. For our next recipe, we're making everything bagel cream cheese. We've got about 4 ounces or 1/2 cup of softened cream cheese. I'm gonna add a tablespoonful of toasted sesame seeds. I've got poppy seeds. I'm gonna use the back of a spoon. I'm gonna just kind of smush it around, and it already looks like everything bagel, basically. I've got about 2 teaspoonfuls of olive oil. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt for the best fried onion flavoring. I've got 20 drops of head scent fried onion, and that's the key to this amazing everything bagel cream cheese. About 10 to 15 drops of head scent garlic flavor. It brings in all the amazing big aromas. I'm gonna taste it. The flavor just gets better if you let it sit overnight for a few hours. Tastes just like an everything bagel. I've got a toasted bagel. You can either use back of a spoon, or I love a offset spatula. My cream cheese is super soft. If you want to soften it a little bit more, you can add a little bit of water or any kind of dairy or non-dairy, whatever you have on hand. All of those who love ribbons of zucchini and cucumber, all you really need is a Y peeler shaped like a Y. So I'm going to make these beautiful ribbons that fall so beautifully. I'm gonna garnish mine with a little bit of smoked salmon, or you can just have cream cheese. Nothing wrong with plain cream cheese. I've pre-sliced some red onion because the contrast looks amazing together. So I'm gonna ribbon this guy here. And I'm gonna add a few capers. Got that beautiful briny finish to it. This simple dish has got everything going on. It's got creamy, it's got beautiful fried onions, it's got fish, it's got a brininess to it. And I'm gonna finish with just a few shoots here. It just makes it a little more special. See how it just brings everything to life. I'm gonna add a few fronds of dill. Serve it up to mom, serve it up for yourself. Everyone's gonna call you a gourmet. There you have it. Everything bagel cream cheese on a bagel. All right, this is gonna get messy. Okay. Toasted bagel, everything bagel cream cheese, beautiful smoked salmon, onion, capers, dill. It's good for breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, Mother's Day. For this recipe, we're making coffee jelly iced coffee. I'm starting with 1 package or 2 1/4 teaspoonfuls of powdered gelatin. And I'm adding, you need about 2 tablespoonfuls of ice water or cold water. You want your gelatin to absorb the cold water, so I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Let that sit for 3 minutes, basically until the mixture has bloomed. While that's happening, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoonfuls of instant coffee. I'm gonna add the sugar directly to it. It's just easier that way. I've got boiling water. I'm gonna stir it, let it dissolve. The sugar also dissolve. If you're a fan of bubble tea, those bubbles, those are made of tapioca. It's got a similar mouthfeel. It's perfect for Mother's Day. I think if you have a mom who loves coffee, I love coffee. My gelatin has bloomed. I'm gonna add the whole lot directly. It has to go into a hot mixture, otherwise it won't dissolve. Okay, that's dissolved. Make sure it's homogeneous, and then you're gonna let that cool slightly. The gelatin is gonna help the mixture cool. I'm gonna add classic vanilla. If you love vanilla coffee, you're gonna love this flavor because it has all the big classic vanilla flavors. You'll get 100 coffees maybe. It's a great little investment. You've got 25 drops. For those caramel lovers, this is the one for you. 25 drops of caramel. These two, they work well together. They're just a great combination. Stir that in, and then coffee jelly. We're gonna make cubes. You're gonna just add that directly, and then I'm gonna refrigerate that until it's firm. It's gonna take a few hours. I'm getting rid of a few bubbles because I want a very clean gelatin mixture and I want a clean surface, okay? In the fridge. So while our coffee jellies are chilling, let's make our whipped cream topping. I'm making vanilla ice cream whipped topping, 1/3 cup of 35% cream, and I've got 2 teaspoonfuls of icing sugar. I've got about 25 drops of Hedison vanilla ice cream flavor. Gonna whip that with a hand blender, 2-3 minutes until it's soft. That's where I want it, still nice and soft. I'm gonna take a lick. It tastes just like vanilla ice cream. So I'm going to chill this with my coffee jellies and we'll get on to the next part. Phase 3 for your coffee jelly iced coffee. I've got a tablespoonful of instant coffee and 2 tablespoonfuls of sugar. I've got 1 cup of boiling water, and this is gonna be your coffee. Stir it until everything is dissolved, and then just let it cool. And then we've got our sweetened dairy phase, phase 4, okay? Right back. I've got sweetened condensed milk. I'm adding half and half. And I've got Hedison classic vanilla, about 15. I've got about 15 to 20 drops of coffee espresso. Depends on how much espresso flavor you love. And this is inspired by all those iced coffees and milk teas that I've enjoyed, like Vietnamese iced coffees or the classic Hong Kong milk tea. The first time I had a real Hong Kong milk tea was in Hong Kong. It really opened up the love and appreciation of condensed milk in iced coffees and teas. Oh, it really smells like espresso. So when you combine this mixture with your coffee, it's going to open up the coffee flavor in the instant coffee. Because sometimes instant coffee is all you have, so it works perfectly. Okay, this is nice and combined. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to check on my coffee jellies and I'll get right back to you. Okay. I've checked on my jelly and it's nice and firm. Okay, it was about 2 to 2.5 hours. Again, depending on the how cold your refrigerators are. I'm going to use a paring knife, just go around the edge to release the edges, and then I'm going to make large cubes. So if you like smaller cubes, go for smaller cubes. If you like larger ones, go for larger ones. Oops, see how jiggly and fun it is? Ooh, fun. Ice jellies. I've got a tall glass. I'm gonna add half of the mixture because this makes enough for 2 coffees. Doesn't seem like a lot, but don't worry, it'll add up. Got my sweetened mixture. Then I'm gonna add a few ice cubes. And then I'm gonna alternate it with my coffee jellies. Isn't that a beautiful color? I don't know why I call these coffee jellies fun, but they're fun. It's just like bubble tea is fun. Here we go. Oops. And I'm gonna bring out the whipped cream. And this is our vanilla ice cream whipped cream. So you've got vanilla, caramel, and espresso flavors. They all work beautifully together. And then we're topping it off with some vanilla ice cream whipped cream, an epic coffee jelly iced coffee. This is a beautiful coffee for mom, for all the moms, for all the ladies, for all the parents, for any coffee lover out there. Look how gorgeous it is. I'm gonna take a sip. Oh my gosh, that's so good. If you're hesitating because of instant coffee, don't, because it works perfectly here. The vanilla ice cream whipped cream, it tastes like vanilla ice cream. It's mind-boggling. Once I get down to the jellies, I will also be flabbergasted how good it is. I'm gonna taste one of the coffee jellies, and I said, how am I gonna get it out? Oh my gosh, okay, there we go. You can't really see it, it's covered in whipped cream. It's so fun. I know, I keep saying it's so fun. If you love the jelly texture, I love gummy bears too. It's too good. I let my son have a taste, and he said, this is the best thing. I said, I know, it's good. There you have it. Coffee jelly, iced coffee. And now you're ready to kick off Mother's Day. Links to the recipes and flavors I used can be found below. Remember, hit like and subscribe if you like what you see, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss an episode. Happy Mother's Day, and remember, keep it flavorful. It's too good. See you soon. Oh my gosh.